Hello and welcome to the first episode of the FIFA 22 Liverpool Career Mode on the Henry's Gaming TV YouTube channel. If you enjoy this video, please make sure to like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So now we're diving into this career mode. Of course, we'll select the manager career. Here you can see my manager, he's called Henry Veazey, as I am called in real life. Here you can see my face with a nice hairstyle, and with the outfit I'm going to wear a jacket just like Jurgen Klopp does in real life, the current Liverpool trainer. So I'm going to replicate Jurgen Klopp here, and then let's advance. And we'll, of course, choose an authentic club because Liverpool is an authentic club. The Create a Club career mode is going to come in the next video. But in this video, we're going to start the Liverpool career mode in FIFA 22. So Liverpool, a 5-star team this season. Of course, last season was a catastrophe for Liverpool. We want to rebuild them after last season. We've got a transfer budget of 115.8 million, which is a massive transfer budget. The club is worth £2.9 billion, which is absolutely incredible, and the board expectations, domestic success is crucial, continental success is crucial as well, brand exposure is crucial, which will be pretty difficult, then financial is low, there we're lucky with, and youth development is low, but I definitely want to have a good youth system in this career mode. Here you can see the match difficulty. We'll start with professional, hopefully with a few more games in FIFA 22. I can up the difficulty. Then I'm going to play with 4-minute halves. Currency is sterling, so pounds. European competitions are, of course, enabled. The transfer window, of course, is enabled as well. International job offers as well. I really want to be the England national team trainer as well in the next years. The negotiation strictness is going to be loose. And, of course, disabled the financial takeover because £115 million is definitely enough money.
A warm welcome to you all. Without further delay, we are pleased to introduce your new manager.
So here you could see the incredible new FIFA 22 manager presentation for FIFA 22 career mode. That looked absolutely incredible as I was presented as the new Liverpool boss. Then in terms of pre-season tournaments, we're going to choose the Asian Elite Cup as it gives us a potential prize money of £10.5 million, and just have a look at the teams we'll be facing. They're absolutely world class. And then let's get into this FIFA 22 Liverpool career mode. So here you can see us holding the Liverpool shirt right behind the Sir Kenny Dalglish stand. And here the news report says that Liverpool are excited about the future with us. The new manager, we replaced Jurgen Klopp, who's of course a club legend. Hopefully will turn into a club legend as well. So here you can see the team. As you can see, it's downgraded from last season. Sadio Mane is only 89 rated. He was 90 overall last season. Roberto Firmino dropped down to an 85. That's a massive decrease for the Brazilian centre-forward. Then Mohamed Salah, 89 rated, he also got downgraded. Although he was the best player last season, he was absolutely brilliant. Then Thiago, 86 overall, Fabinho, 86 as well. I think he deserves more because the Brazilian defensive midfielder is absolutely brilliant. And Jordan Henderson, our club captain, has been downgraded to an 84. So now Andy Robertson, our left back, 87 overall. He definitely deserves that. Virgil van Dijk was downgraded to an 89, which is a pity after his injury. Joe Gomez, 82. So now Virgil van Dijk and Joe Gomez back. Trent Alexander-Arnold, 87 overall. And Alisson is 90. So now looking up the bench, Diogo Jota, 82 overall. I'll train him over to be a striker, just like he is in real life for Liverpool. He often plays as a striker. Harvey Elliott, I want to make an incredible beast. I'll play him as much as I can, that his overall will grow. And in a few seasons' time, that he can be the star man in the team. For Naby Keita, 80 overall since he's transferred to Liverpool. He's not really convinced. He had a few good games, but then he also had a lot of injuries. Curtis Jones, 73. Just like Harvey Elliott, I want to give him as much game time that he can develop into a first team's player. So now Joel Matip is 83 overall, the Cameroon centre-back. He started the season very well in real life. He definitely deserves an 83. Then Ibrahima Konate, 78 overall, the new signing from RB Leipzig, of course, in the summer transfer window. So now we've renewed a few new contracts. We renewed James Milner's contract, Kelleher's contract after his great games last season, and Karius's contract as well, but they don't end up to be sold for free. So now here can see our transfer list. We transfer listed Adrian. Of course, all of us know how bad Adrian has performed since he's come to the club. He's had a few good games, but he also makes massive mistakes, which is not very great. Then Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, I love the guy. He's a great personality, but he's always injured. He's got so many injuries, and he doesn't really perform at the level Liverpool are playing at. Then Lois Karius, of course, after the Champions League final, he's lost his place in Liverpool's team, and in real life he's not playing under Jurgen Klopp. Divock Origi, he's of course a Champions League legend, scoring 2 goals against Barcelona in the semi-final, and then scoring the goal against Spurs in the final. But I think it's time for him to go as well. Takumi Minamino, in my opinion, is a flop signing. We signed him from RB Leipzig in the 1920 season, but he's never performed really. And then here are a few low-rated players, which are just too low-rated, of course. And then here can see the loan list. We've loan listed Kelleher. He's been brilliant last season when Alisson was injured. He's a great youth talent. Then Nathaniel Phillips, 73 overall. He was a beast last season, the Standard Chartered Player of the Year for Liverpool, and we'll add him to the loan list, but he can get some more game time. Then Nico Williams is a talented right back, so we'll add him to the loan list. And Billy Cometio I'll add to the loan list as well, as he's a talented centre back. So now we signed 3 new scouts here. We'll send for Swiss Samuel Marty to Scotland for 9 months. Hopefully he can find a new Kenny Dalglish. Then we'll send Memos Kalles, the Greek scout, over to the Republic of Ireland for 9 months, because Liverpool have got some Northern Republic of Ireland legends, of course, and we'll send Wenger to England for 9 months. So now we'll play our first game in charge as Liverpool manager, and we'll be playing against Port FC, Shanghai Port. We'll play with our second team because I don't think Shanghai are so good. And then let's get into this game. So now when we attack, to Curtis Jones, who scores. Curtis Jones scores our first goal in charge at Liverpool Football Club. So now they on the attack and they score. Lopez scores for Shanghai to equalise. So now, but we're on the attack. Harvey Elliott shoots and scores. He lobs the goalkeeper and Harvey Elliott scores to make it 2-1 for the Reds in the 57th minute. And now on the attack again, we square it to Curtis Jones. Scores to make it 3-1 for the Reds. And that's full time. We beat Shanghai Port 3-1 in our first ever game in charge of Liverpool, thanks to a brace by Curtis Jones and a goal by Harvey Elliott. So our young players performing brilliantly in our first game. So now we have to play against Atletico Madrid. This will be a hard game. We're playing a few of the better players here, of course, because Atletico Madrid are a better team. But Harvey Elliott scores to make it 1-0. His second goal of this season. What a player he's been in these 2 games. So now Thiago shoots and scores a roadie. Thiago outside of the box with a brilliant finesse shot to make it 2-0. And that's full time. We beat Atletico Madrid by 2-0, thanks to goals by Thiago and Harvey Elliott. Get in there. Hello and welcome to the Asian Elite Cup, 3rd game of the group stage against Paris Saint-Germain. And now we kick off. Let's go. So now Mo Salah gets a through ball by Diogo Jota. It's a great through ball by Diogo Jota. Mo Salah turns to the defender. Still Mo Salah. Mo Salah will shoot and he scores! 43 minutes played and the Egyptian King scores to make it 1-0 for the Reds here against PSG, Mbappe, Neymar and Messi. What a goal by Mohamed Salah, our number 11. Here we see a replay of that goal. Mo Salah dribbles out the defender. He runs through on goal and he scores. It wasn't a very placed goal, to be honest, but it still went in. Mo Salah had the force on the ball and he sticks it into the back of the net to make it 1-0 for the Reds against Paris Saint-Germain. So now Paris on the attack with Bernat. Bernat to Neymar Jr. Neymar on the ball, he runs past our defenders, he squares it and Kylian Mbappe scores to equalise for Paris Saint-Germain the 52nd minute to make it 1-1. Here we see a replay of that goal. Neymar Jr. dribbles out Virgil van Dijk, which is disappointing to see, and then Mbappe with a perfect goal. This is a typical FIFA 22 goal. FIFA 22 scores more realistic goals, and that was a great goal by Kylian Mbappe as he stretched in the air to get his foot onto that ball. So now we're in the attack with Sadio Mane in the 55th minute. Sadio Mane turns. Sadio Mane still on the ball. Sadio Mane to Jordan Henderson, who shoots and scores! 56 minutes played and our club captain Jordan Henderson scores to make it 2-1 against PSG. Get in there! Here we see a replay of that attack. Sadio Mane turns and then gives a great through ball to Jordan Henderson, who ran into the space. It was a great run by our midfielder Jordan Henderson, who shoots, scores into the left of the goal, and it's now 2-1 in this game. But now Paris on the attack with Neymar Jr. Neymar squares it, and it's a great save by Alisson. Alisson throws it out, but it's an awful throw, and Mbappe wins it back. Now Mbappe will shoot it, it's a good save by Alisson. Now PSG in for crossbar, and it still goes in. PSG with the header, and Kylian Mbappe scores his goal to equalise in the 75th minute. Here we see a replay of that goal. Mbappe shoots, it's a good save by Alisson, and then it hits the crossbar, and then Mbappe with the header on the rebound after it hit the crossbar, and Mbappe scores to make it 2-2 in this game. And that's full time. We only get a 2-2 draw against Paris Saint-Germain, but we get through our group, and now we'll have to face Juventus in the semi-finals. So now Diogo Jota will train him over to be a striker. He's a left winger. Now he'll be a striker. And he stays at an 82 overall, which is pretty nice. And now we'll train Jordan Henderson from a defensive midfielder to a central midfielder. And he stays at an 84 overall, but he's very close to being 85 rated. So now we'll play against Juventus Piemonte Calcio in the semi-finals of the Asian Elite Cup, and we'll sim the game. So now Juventus on the ball, they shoot and score a fantastic goal outside of the penalty area. Bernardeschi scores to make it 1-0 for Juventus, and now Juventus are through on goal, and Dybala scores in the 77th minute to make it 2-0 in this game. But now we're on the attack. Harvey Elliott to Sadio Mane, who scores. Sadio Mane scores to make it 2-1. Now 5 minutes left in this game. And now we're on the attack, and I'll jump into this game now because I think this is a promising attack. Andy Robertson on the ball. He gets through the defenders. Andy Robertson, still Andy Robertson. He squares it and Curtis Jones can't score. But Harvey Elliott will win the ball back. He gives it back to Curtis Jones. He shoots and it's a good block by Juventus. And that will surely be it. And that's it. We get knocked out of the Asian Elite Cup in the semi-final by Juventus. So now we've got a 1-year loan offer for Nathaniel Phillips from Atalanta Bergamo, and we'll accept it. And now we've got a 1-year loan offer for Joachim Kelleher as well from Bournemouth, and I will accept it as well. So Kelleher has agreed his 1-year loan move to AFC Bournemouth, and Nathaniel Phillips has agreed his 1-year loan move to Atalanta Bergamo. So now we've got a 68 million transfer offer for Thiago from Arsenal, and I'll definitely reject it as they are league rivals. So now we want to sign Jude Bellingham from Borussia Dortmund, the young English midfielder. We'll offer £40 million. Let's hope they agree. And they do accept our offer. We'll sign Jude Bellingham for £40 million. So now we just have to negotiate his contract. We'll give him the sporadic squad role. I actually thought he would expect more, but he only wants sporadic. Then I'll give him a 5-year contract. His agent agrees to that. We'll disregard the release clause. Jude Bellingham only wants 21k and a bit of a bonus, but I'll remove the signing bonus and give him more wage. Let's say 50k in wage. A player like Jude Bellingham definitely deserves that. Let's see if he accepts this offer now. And he does. Welcome to Liverpool FC, Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham is now our first signing in this Liverpool Career Mode in FIFA 22. So here you can see Jude Bellingham holding the Liverpool shirt behind the Sir Kenny Dalglish stand. What a signing this is. We signed Jude Bellingham from Borussia Dortmund for £40 million, and he's a great player in midfield. He'll definitely help us. For Gini Wijnaldum, he'll be a great replacement who left us in the summer. But now Jason Willie, 1.9 million market value. What a great player from the Republic of Ireland. He's got an potential of 73 to 94, which is great to see, and he's an exciting prospect. We signed him up, of course. He's 65 rated, the 17-year-old Irish person, and I'll add him to the loan list. So now we've got a 1-year loan offer for Nico Williams from this Italian club. I don't remember the name, and I'll accept it. So now Nico Williams has agreed his 1-year loan move to Fiorentina. So now we want to sell Luis Karius, of course, but we want 8 million for him. I think that's a fair price. And Espanyol Barcelona accept to pay that fee for the German goalkeeper. Hello and welcome to Carrow Road to the first Premier League game of the season, Norwich against Liverpool. So, and of course, Jude Bellingham is the player to watch. We signed him from Borussia Dortmund for £40 million, the 18-year-old English midfielder. Let's hope he'll have a great debut here against the Clouds. So here you can see our starting 11. We start with Alisson in goal, the backline of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Joe Gomez, Virgil van Dijk and Andy Robertson, midfield of Jordan Henderson, Fabinho and Jude Bellingham, and the front three are Mo Salah, Diogo Jota and Sadio Mane. Let's win our first game of the season. Come on. So now we win the ball back with Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham gives it to Diogo Jota. Diogo Jota will shoot and he scores! 7 minutes played and Jude Bellingham gives his first assist at the club, and Diogo Jota scores from it to make it 1-0 against Norwich City. Get in there. What a great start into this Premier League season. Here we see a replay of the goal. Jude Bellingham gets his body into the ball. He wins the ball back from the Norwich defender. And then Diogo Jota slots it into the back of the net to make it 1-0 for the Reds at Carrow Road. So now we're on the attack again with Jude Bellingham now. Jude Bellingham shoots and he sadly doesn't score on his debut. It was a good shot, but he didn't score. Now Sadio Mane on the attack. He shoots and it's a great save by Gunn in going. So now a corner. Andy Robertson will cross it in. We head to it and it's cleared off of the line by Brandon Williams, the former Man United player. Clears it off of the line. Here we see a replay. Brandon Williams just about scrapes it off of the line. What disappointment here. So now Jude Bellingham with a great through ball to Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane will shoot and it's a great save by Angus Gunn once again. And here you can see the goal line technology. Sadly, Brandon Williams just about saved that ball from going into the net. It was a good header by Virgil van Dijk, but a great clearance by Brandon Williams, the Norwich left back. So now we've got a corner with Andy Robertson. Virgil van Dijk will head to it, and it's sadly cleared away. But will we win the ball back? Yes, we do. Joe Gomez wins the ball back. Gives it to Mo Salah. Mo Salah to Diogo Jota, who scores! 37 minutes played, and Diogo Jota, our Portuguese striker, scores to make it 2-0 against Norwich. Get in there. Here we see a replay of that goal. Joe Gomez wins it back after the corner was cleared away by Norwich. Then Mo Salah tried to shoot, it was blocked, but it fell nicely for Diogo Jota, who slotted it into the back of the net, into the wide corner to make it 2-0 for Liverpool. Get in there. So now we're in the attack with Diogo Jota. Diogo Jota to Fabinho. Fabinho back to Diogo Jota, who shoots, and it's a great save by Angus Gunn. But what brilliant play by Diogo Jota and Fabinho. So now Norwich on the attack with Solis. Solis, the young Greek player, through on goal, but Alisson with a great save to prevent Solis from scoring. But now it's Solis on the attack again on the other side. This time he shoots. It's a great save by Alisson, and Andy Robertson will clear it away. So now Todd Cantwell on the attack. He crosses it in for Norwich. They shoot, and it's another great save by Alisson. What a beast Alisson is in this game. Here we see a replay. Norwich shoots, and it's a great save by our Brazilian goalkeeper. So now we're in the attack with Jordan Henderson, who gives a great through ball to Mo Salah. Mo Salah is now on the attack. He turns to Norwich defender. Mo Salah will shoot, and it's a great save by Angus Gunn. What a save once again by the English goalkeeper. Now we make a triple substitution. We bring on Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones, and we give a debut to Ibrahima Konate. So now Norwich on the ball. They get it through on the left side. Whoop! Tosses it in. It's a great save by Alisson. And we head it away out of danger. But now Norwich get the ball back. They shoot, and it's just over the crossbar. That wasn't far off. And that's full time. We beat Norwich by 2-0 thanks to a brace by our Portuguese striker Diogo Jota. Diogo Jota scoring a brace in the first game of the season. Get in there. So now Leeds United want to sign Divock Origi from us. We want 14 million for him, and Bielsa agrees to pay that fee for him. So now Divock Origi is moving away from us into the Premier League to Leeds United. So now Divock Origi has been sold to Leeds United for £14 million and will receive 11.5 million for him. Hello and welcome to Anfield, to our first home game of this Premier League season, and it's against Burnley. So here's our starting 11 for the game against Burnley. We start with Alisson in goal, a backline of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Joe Gomez, Virgil van Dijk and Andy Robertson. Midfield of Jude Bellingham, Fabinho and Curtis Jones. With a front three of Mo Salah, Diogo Jota and Sadio Mane. After the great performances of Diogo Jota and Jude Bellingham, I'm going to play them here against Burnley again. So now in the attack with Sadio Mane, who turns. Sadio Mane to Diogo Jota. Diogo Jota shoots, and it's a great save by Nick Pope. And he jumps up to gain the ball. So now in the 23rd minute, we're on the attack with Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane squares it, shoots, and it's a great block by Burnley. And now they win it back. And what has happened to the ball there? What is this for a FIFA 22 bug? Here you see a replay of it, and the ball flies away from the Burnley player. Just look at this. Look how the ball flies away from him. This is a weird bug. Another bug in a FIFA game. So now it's a great win of the ball. Now Sadio Mane to Diogo Jota. Diogo Jota to Mo Salah. Mo Salah will shoot. It's a great save by Nick Pope, but they can't clear it away. Bellingham shoots, and now Sadio Mane up the near post scores. 41 minutes played and Sadio Mane scores to make it 1-0 against Burnley. Nick Pope saved Mo Salah's shot. Then Nick Pope saved Jude Bellingham's rebound as well. And then Sadio Mane scores into the empty net at the far post to make it 1-0 in this game. No chance for Nick Pope after making the 2 saves to save the 3rd shot by Sadio Mane. So now we make a substitution and we're bringing on Roberto Firmino. So now we've got a corner. Andy Robertson will take it. We cross it in. Virgil van Dijk will head to it. And it's a great save by Nick Pope once again. We were definitely interested in him as a goalkeeper bench player. Just in case Alisson is injured, we might sign him. So now with the attack, Jude Bellingham wins the ball back after the corner. Jude Bellingham to Mo Salah. Mo Salah to Roberto Firmino, shoots and scores! 70 minutes played and finally Nick Pope is beaten once again. Roberto Firmino scores to make it 2-0 for the Reds. Get in there. Here we see a replay. Jude Bellingham wins the ball back after the corner. He gives it to Mo Salah. Mo Salah to Roberto Firmino, who scores it to the top corner, right against the cop. No chance for Nick Pope to save this one. He made some brilliant saves this game. He's been Burnley's best player, but he definitely wasn't able to save that rocket from Roberto Firmino. So now we're going to bring on Harvey Elliott and Jordan Henderson and take off Jude Bellingham after his great performance, but he gets a standing ovation by the crowd. So now Roberto Firmino with a through ball to Jordan Henderson, the substitute shoots, and it's a great save by Nick Pope. What a game the Burnley goalkeeper is having. But that's full time. The Cop is happy by our performance. We beat Burnley by 2-0 thanks to a goal by Sadio Mane in the 42nd minute. It was a tap-in. And then Roberto Firmino's goal in the 70th minute to seal off the game. So now after Nick Pope's great performance against us, we want to sign him for Burnley. We offer 23.2 million plus Taki Minamino. And now Burnley want a sell-on clause and will accept to pay this. So now Nick Pope is heading to Anfield. So now we're going to offer Nick Pope a sporadic squad role, a 4-year contract, no release clause, 70k in wages. Let's hope he accepts it. And he actually wants more. He wants 71k and a 620 signing bonus. And I'll definitely remove the signing bonus and give him a bit more wage. We'll give him 85k of wage. That surely has to be enough for the English goalkeeper. And yes, it is. Nick Pope signs from Burnley to Liverpool for £23 million plus Takumi Minamino. So here you can see on the news tab we signed Nick Pope from Burnley for £23 million plus Takumi Minamino. In the game against Burnley, Nick Pope was outstanding. He made some world-class saves. We only scored 2 goals against him and his Burnley team. And I'm really excited for Nick Pope to get a few games if Alisson is injured. So now we've got a 1-year loan offer for Irish player Jason Willey from Southampton, and I will accept it. So now in the next episode of the Liverpool Career Mode, we'll play the massive game against Chelsea, finish off the transfer window, then we'll play away against Leeds United, we'll play the Champions League game against Atletico Madrid, the Premier League game against Crystal Palace and Brentford, and the Champions League game against Porto. So if you enjoyed the first episode of the FIFA 22 Liverpool Career Mode on the Henry's Gaming TV YouTube channel, then please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys next time.